And hello, everybody. Welcome. And
Hey,
it's good to
buddy.
see
Welcome
everybody in
in.
chat.
Hope you're all
William, how
doing
are you
well.
on this fine Tuesday evening?
Doing well. Just gonna be pretty busy for the next couple weeks, and then things should
Yeah,
let up a little bit
yeah.
after that. But no, things are going well.
Good,
How about for you?
good. Good,
How about
good.
you?
Glad to hear it. Hang on, I'm getting a feedback. Here we go. Let me make sure all my other devices are turned down. Yeah, we're good. We had, of course, most of you know we were traveling in Alabama and Tennessee visiting family last week and really enjoyed that. Just yeah, it was just good to. It's always good to see family and get out a little bit, and so it was just a good trip. It's always nice to go home. Jeff and I are originally from Tennessee. It's always really nice to go home and see everybody. Had a good visit. So um, Mandy, just checking out the chat here. Mandy has only one. All she wants for Christmas is to stay on Disney World property. Oh, Mandy, that's a great. I know a lot of people are planning for that and have that as a goal at some point. Keith, I love your countdowns. You know that, right?
Uh,
351 days until my 64th birthday, 610 until my Orlando trip, 716 days until my 65th. Keith, you are inspiring me to check some countdowns like of dates for myself. 2,447 days until your 67th, and
nice.
1,499 going from disabled to retired. Wow,
There you
Keith,
go.
goals, goals. Good for you. Good for you. Royals lost a raise tonight. Okay. Hey, Julio, how are you? Okay, so Julio is reminding us that our tickets for Oogie Boogie Bash have been announced. So that's, if you're interested in Oogie Boogie, and those sell out really quickly. And
Yeah, they usually do.
hmm hmm so if y'all are interested in that, go to Disneyland's website and check it out. Or, of course, Jillian, my daughter-in-law, can always help you with any tickets to Disney. Boogie Boogie, Vicky's, Very Merry Christmas Party, which haven't gone on sale yet, but you can get Mickey's uh, Mickey's. Help me out. The Halloween party.
Very Merry Christmas party.
Mickey's not so
Oh, not so.
scary
Oh, my
Halloween
bad.
party.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah. There you go.
I goofed
Very
you
Merry
up.
Christmas
I
party.
know.
Not so scary Halloween party.
I goofed you up. I'm sorry. But yeah, absolutely. So, again, her Jillian's information. She works for Mickey Travels, guys. She's a travel agent, and her information is in the description of this video. So by all means, check that out if you have a trip coming up. She would love to help you. She's extremely good at what she does. She knows all the tricks, the ins and outs, what things to remind you of, all the dates to
Yeah.
everything. Just she can take a lot of the headache out of it for you. So,
Yeah. Welcome in,
um,
Jonathan. Welcome in, Brian,
Jonathan,
Jason,
hey,
and Tina. Appreciate
there
everybody
you
being here.
go. Jason, we do. Yeah, we do. We are halfway to Christmas, guys, so we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. Let's see. There's Jason. Let me kind of go down and review the chat. Hey, Susan and Joy. Good to see you guys. Let's see. Tina, good to see you. We've had so much going on this week, and we've got, you know, we've done, we've had the channel now for like 5 years, and
Uh-huh.
I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I guess
Coming
we've
up
got
on six.
our 6 year anniversary is coming up in October, which will be here before we know it. Um, and I have thoroughly enjoyed building the channel. We have over 850 videos on our channel now, and so it's a lot of family memories and just good times. Videos, we do videos and shorts, the whole deal. and have really enjoyed it. But we have a really special interview, probably the biggest thing that we've ever done on our channel coming up, guys. And I want to go ahead and plug it because we're so excited about it, and we'll tell you about it again at the end of this show, at the end of this live stream, and then I'm also going to post a good bit of promo on it with some personal invitations and what have you, because we're so excited about it, guys. We have graciously accepted and a request to come on the channel for an interview. Disney legend Tom Nabby will be with us on July the 8th, and here is his book. You may have seen him interviewed before. I'm so impressed with Mr. Nabby. He's a Disney legend, and we are going to just really enjoy having him on the channel. I'm corresponding with him to get the details worked out now. But I did want you to know about that. It's very special. Mark your calendars. That thumbnail is already up on the channel. He will be with us for an interview on the evening of July the 8th. This is his book. Guys, if y'all want to do some reading about Mr. Nabby and his amazing career, order this book from tomnabby.com. Now I ordered one for you how many years ago?
I don't know. Probably pretty soon after that. That interview that Corey did, I think.
Yes. He did an interview with Corey of Corey Meets World. I think he did 2 with him actually. Hey, I have Box Ghost. Good to see you.
Oh, welcome in, Jerry.
Jerry's in the house. Good to see through you, Jerry, tonight. Thank you for materializing. But yeah, he did one with Corey, and I ordered during that is when I ordered one of his books for you, and of course he was kind enough to autograph it. But I ordered this one for me last week because I wanted it, and this is what it looks like. Go to tomnabby.com. Guys, Walt hired Tom Nabby to play Tom Sawyer on Tom Sawyer Island as a kid. I can't remember his age. We will, research all of that and just pick through it. But we are thrilled to have this guy, this talented.
I would say he may have been 12.
We'll look. Let's see. Well, let me just read the back of the book here. 1955, 12-year-old Tom Nabby was selling newspapers at Disneyland when he heard that Walt needed someone to play the role of Tom Sawyer. Tom pestered Walt until he got the job. Nearly 50 years later, Tom retired a Disney legend. You can't be Tom Sawyer forever, eventually grow up. When Tom Nabby became a little too tall, little too deep voice to continue his childhood on Tom Sawyer Island, Disney made him a ride operator. No more magazine covers for Tom. No more photos with celebrities. But it wasn't the end of Tom's career. It was just the beginning. In true American fashion, Tom pulled himself up by his bootstraps and rose through the Disney ranks. He became a manager at Disneyland, was instrumental in the opening of both the Magic Kingdom and Epcot in Florida, and was tapped as part of the Disney team sent to Paris to open the theme park there. So this is we're just thrilled to have him. I just can't tell you how thrilled. And of course, he signed this for me and included, of course, this is probably his favorite picture of him and Walt Disney. And of course, there he is as Tom Sawyer. But we're just thrilled that he has consented very graciously to come on our channel. We look forward. Really excited about that interview. So, see you guys. July the 8th is the time for that, and we'll plug that again at the end of the stream. But we're looking forward to it. So excited about it, and thrilled that he consented to come on our humble little channel.
Yeah.
talk with us for a little while. That's going to be quite a thrill for me and William, and for any of you who come into the chat. I'm sure what an amazing man to talk with somebody who actually knew Walt Disney, who was hired by Walt Disney.
Have a good night, Keith.
Worked with him. Good night, Keith. Good to see you. Is it
surgery goes well, Brian?
Yeah. Is it storming at your place?
Speedy recovery. Yeah, we're getting a pretty solid downpour right now.
Yeah, most definitely. Keith, thanks for coming in. It's always so good to see you. We appreciate you. So anyway, we're excited about that. You're going to probably hear about that just, all the time from us until then. But tonight, guys, we wanted to talk a little bit about halfway to Christmas, because tomorrow is June the 25th. Now, that's a special day, for us, not only because it's Christmas Day, but it's also your birthday.
Yeah.
So we've got that. Oh, Jerry, you're probably right. Yeah. Hey, Jane Ann, good to see you. Good to see you. He probably would. And I've actually lobbied for that, Jerry. Jerry's saying you probably look like a very young man if you shaved.
Yeah. Well, the only holdback is I got, so I could, get rid of it here, but I've still got it up here. So it might take a few years off, but not too many.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jill, right, Jillian? Yeah. Good to see you, John and Nancy. Thanks for hopping in there. We appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. Tina said we would. I posted a few pictures of beardless, hashtag beardless Will before.
Yeah.
So, we did, guys, before we get too much further in, we did want to say a happy birthday. Guys, we've got a really special birthday coming up. Happy birthday to Mike88 NYC. Mike is a great supporter of our channel. He's a channel member, but he is such a huge encouragement to us. You guys have no idea. He sends personal notes. He sends encouraging memes. Mike is just a pretty amazing guy, and we appreciate him so much. I have some Christmas cards that I've gotten from him over the years that were so precious and just mean so much to us. He's such a supporter of our channel. Just despite some difficult circumstances in his own life, he chooses to take the positive side. He leans to the positive side, and his birthday is this coming Sunday. So, Mike, happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Mike! Hope you have a wonderful day.
I really do. We really do. We thank you so much for being such a dear friend of the channel, and just being so encouraging. I hope that we're encouraging to you every day, and it's good to hear from you. I hear from Mike pretty much every day via Instagram or Facebook, and it means so much. It really means so much to us. So, Mike, we hope that you have a happy birthday, and here is a blast on our traditional happy birthday Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway train whistle. So here we go. If you're wearing earbuds, loud noise warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Happy birthday, Mike.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. That's on Sunday. So happy birthday week. I hope it's fantastic for you. And thanks again. So, also I did want to let y'all know, since we're halfway to Christmas, 184 days to Christmas to be exact. So,
wow.
How many of you have started your Christmas shopping? Now, y'all know me. I start up, and William, now I know that you do this too. I shop kind of all year, and now that we're at the mid-year point, I'll probably kick that into a higher gear. I shop like if I see something, that really pops out at me, especially if it's on sale, we all have to keep our budgets in mind. And I think, oh, that would be perfect for Jillian, or oh, that would
Yeah.
be perfect for Hadley or whatever. I'll go ahead and buy it, and then I have this area in my closet that's kind of sectioned off, and I try to label them. Just stick a post-it on or whatever. And then, as it gets closer, I can go ahead and wrap and get things under my tree ahead of time. That doesn't always happen, but I'm trying to get better at that. But so I do. I have started my Christmas shopping, y'all. I have started my Christmas shop. William, did you vote in our poll?
Well, I'm logged in as the Hitchhiking Bones. I'll have to
Yeah.
sneak in and change accounts and vote there.
Yeah, you'll have to go on your, go in. We do have a poll. Guys, please vote in our poll. What is your favorite thing about Walt Disney World at Christmas time? Mickey's Very
Actually,
Merry Christmas
I just
Party.
remembered I'm streaming this week. Hopefully the internet holds up, but I'm streaming from my old phone this week, so I actually can go in and vote
Oh, okay, cool.
with my newer phone. So
There we go. There we go.
take care of that right now.
So yeah, good deal. We could all the votes. We got 15 votes so far. Thank you guys for voting. It's just there. It's just there. Beside the thumbnail. What is your favorite thing about Walt Disney World at Christmas time? Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, holiday fireworks, decorations and ambiance, or food and merch. So what's your favorite? What's your favorite? Thing at Christmas time, because guys, it's going to be here before we know it. God, it's time for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party to crank up. So once we hit those holidays, it goes into overdrive. So Halloween comes first, right? It does, yeah, it does. And Thanksgiving. Let's not forget Thanksgiving. We do, Hallow Thankmas. I guess that's kind of how Disney does it. Hashtag Hallow Thankmas, as Dean the Turkey Legster calls it. Miss Najuma, hey,
Welcome in, Mr. Juba.
Welcome. There we go. Will's on screen and in the chat. Okay, so Jonathan, need to tap my Beetlejuice tombstone this year at the annual Spirit Halloween clearance sale, November 1st, and then I can think about Christmas. Right.
He said, "Hello, Thankmas." Is what Dean
Hallow
said.
Thankmas. Absolutely.
That's
There you
funny.
go, Dean. Hallow Thankmas. That's Dean. I stole that from Dean, y'all, so I'll give credit where credit is due. That's kind of how we do it, right? When we're Disney fans, because when Disney says in August that it's Halloween, it's Halloween.
Yeah.
So we just kind of go on that Disney schedule.
We
Mr.
mentioned
Jewel, it's always great to see you.
Oogie Boogie Bash earlier in the stream, and that is on my Disney bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've officially have I mentioned on the stream. I think I mentioned on the stream that I have an AP now, or have I not?
I don't think so.
Okay, so yeah, so
Drum roll, please.
Right, I'll have a wallet on me. I'll have to show off the card later on because they did give me a card. But
Okay,
Jillian
so
has
after proper introductions must be made here.
yes.
Guys, after years and years of hashtag Will Needs an AP and all the lobbying, he finally got one.
Maybe the best play is to take that picture of me that I took at Hollywood Studios and put, on Instagram, put hashtag Will got
we definitely
a Disney AP.
We definitely need to do that. So here's the official announcement. Had I known you were going, I actually forgot about it because it's been a couple weeks since you got it, or there would have been more fanfare. Okay, we definitely need a blast on the train whistle.
Yeah.
At least we definitely need a blast. So here's a blast on the train whistle, guys. William finally got an AP. Thank you for all of your support.
Yeah. Also, shout out to our friend John, because it's actually a pretty funny story. Jillian and I went with Wyatt and the boys to which we'll talk about this next week. As we haven't even talked about, we talked about Epic, but we didn't even talk about what we did at Disney. And so, me and so me and Jillian and the boys went, and did a week at Disney World and checked out. Well, I've talked a little bit about it. We did Typhoon Lagoon. Me and the boys did Blizzard Beach, which was a little bit of a bust for us because it rained as soon as we got there and we showed up late. So it's a double whammy. But we'll talk more about it later. But anyway, we had our week, and then Mom, said, hey, me and some friends are coming. We have the next week booked, at the resort. Yeah, we outroom y'all to just stay. And so I was like, okay, cool, we could do that. But I think I'm good. I won't worry about getting any more days of tickets. We did decide to get our day at Epic, which we enjoyed. But I was like, okay, I think I'm fine. It'll be all right. Jillian can go in. It'll be okay. Well, our good friend John reached out and texted me, and he said, he said something about Monday being a holiday. And he's referring to Memorial Day.
Right.
And I was like, a holiday for who? Because it was just completely off my radar. Because I'd taken off the week before Memorial Day to go to celebrate Wyatt's kindergarten graduation, and so I'd taken off the week before without even realizing or thinking about the following Monday being Memorial Day. And I was like, oh, he's right. And so anyway, our last park day, we stopped by, the guest services there right on Main Street, right next to the train station, and went in and said, hey, what would it take to upgrade me and Wyatt to annual passes? Because, Wesley's still free. He's under 3. He's free. And so Jillian's already got one, obviously. She's had one for, I guess this is her second year to have one. She's in, her being a travel agent, it really helps her a lot content-wise and with her business to make appearances at the park. So Jillian's, I think in year 2 of having an AP. And so anyway, so we went in and I kicked it around and thought about it. But, because I didn't have, other than my Epic day, I had no other days off the following week. So I was like, it'd be okay. I'm not that worried about it. But then he brought up, oh yeah, it's Memorial Day. And then I also kicked around some more. I was like, well, Wesley's going to turn 3 next year.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's free till then. And so we just kind of
you don't have to spend
spend
the money for him.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we kicked it around some, and
hey, Robert.
and I was very excited to go ahead and upgrade to an annual pass. We're going to try to make the most of it. Obviously, we have options related to where we can stay, and it's not as expensive, as staying on property or other places. So that helps a ton. So we're just going to try to make the most of it between now and when it runs up, and then I think from there, I think Jillian will just keep hers. There's no need for me and both boys to get one. Especially with Wyatt being at school all the time, and so. Or I guess not all the time, but regular school days, a regular school schedule. And so anyway, I think we'll do it for this year, and then me and the boys will let it go. And then really, I told Jillian, and which brings me back around to my original point is I really want to do a Boogie Bash. And, and I was thinking, I was like, well, it doesn't make sense, which we already, and I hadn't really mentioned this, but we have we got a family trip with Jillian's family to Disneyland in December. And so I was like, it doesn't make sense to do it this year. But I told Jillian too, I said every year at Oogie Boogie Bash, they keep adding characters and they keep adding on to it.
That's true.
And so really for us to, skip it this year, there's a fair chance that if they're going to add something and if it's well received, they'll bring it back the next year and they're just going to keep building on it. And so that is one trend that I've noticed is they just keep adding villains to Oogie Boogie Bash. But aside from seeing the villains that you rarely ever see, and the other cool parts of Oogie Boogie Bash, I played a video game on the PlayStation 2 called Kingdom Hearts. And during Oogie Boogie Bash, Donald, Mickey, and Goofy come out in their Kingdom Hearts outfits.
Oh, wow.
And so that's, as far as I know, that is the only time that you can see them in those outfits anywhere. And so I absolutely have to make it out there
really cool.
to get a picture with them because I love those games. I haven't finished Kingdom Hearts 3 because I got so much on my plate, but I absolutely love those games. It's a ton of fun.
Did you have a Kingdom Hearts Magic Band that you had?
I do. Yeah, I got one customized. Yeah, I got one customized at the dinosaur gift shop back when they had that. Where you could order it, and then you'd have to go to the mercantile there closer to the Tree of Life to go pick it up later. But anyway, so yes, I do indeed finally have an annual pass. We're going to try to make the most of it this year, and try to get in as much Walt Disney World as we can. There's some cool stuff coming the rest of the year. We get Test Track 3.0 or 3.0 here pretty soon. We got till the end of the year to do, I think of maybe just a smidge into next year to do Dinosaur. No official closure date yet for Rock and Roller. There's the new Villain show. There's the new, updated Little Mermaid show. What else am I missing?
Yeah. We're hoping that this is all in Disney news.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that Hall of Presidents will open back up.
Yeah.
Before the 4th.
Yeah, Hall of Presidents. Hopefully, maybe early sometime next year. Big Thunder. Hopefully. So.
Well, now according to this is all in in Disney in our Disney news, but WDWNT. Seems to think that Big Thunder they're doing vehicle testing right now at Magic Kingdom. So wouldn't that
I'd seen video clips where they had the little I can't remember what it's called, but they have some sort of thing that they put on the track, and it basically they're trying to gauge how far out people could reach before they touch anything, and so they have been running something like that to make sure with the updates that. Nobody's going to end up reaching out. Jeff of Disney Dream's not going to reach out and smack his hand on something while riding Big Thunder.
Right. Exactly.
Or Kenneth Age.
Right. We're looking at just a lot of things happening. Of course, the Disney Starlight Parade, is cranking up, and hopefully Jillian will be there just a couple days after that officially starts. We're hoping she can get a live stream, and then maybe William and I can get one. Yeah. After that, but
at some point we'll have to put our heads together and decide what all we want to accomplish on our trip.
Yes. We're going to have
a couple things that I would really like to do, and this is just off the cuff, but so many times you could come into a park, and the wait times are insane. I would really like to cover a video on some of the other interesting things you can do. There's the Pirates League at Magic Kingdom. There's bounty hunting at Hollywood Studios. I've never even looked into, and granted the boys are a good age for it, but I've really never looked into the Wilderness Explorer stuff at Animal Kingdom. So anyway,
there is a lot, and things that Charlie. Charlie
has sent us also.
Charlie has sent us some some challenges that maybe we could make time to do. That time. Sorry, guys, my nose is itching as usual. but yeah, we're looking forward to it, and hopefully, we kind of if there's anything you want to see us do or see us live stream, part of the park that you'd like to see. Again, we definitely will live stream at least once or twice, maybe. The new nighttime parade. We're really excited. We haven't seen a nighttime parade, guys, since Spectral Magic closed at Disney World. So I've been waiting for that one for a while because that's one of my favorite things.
Years ago, we've been saying it for years on the channel. If we became, if we were put in charge, one of the first things we'd do is bring back a nighttime parade to Walt Disney World, the Magic Kingdom. And we're finally getting it. So very excited about that.
We are, yeah.
Jillian with a little bit of girl math there. Saving money to buy the AP.
Right. But if you're going to go anyway, right? If you're going to.
I mean, it's funny. We joke, but her AP, we stayed at a Caribbean beach resort and we saved 40%. And then, obviously, she's a travel agent, so she gets commission for our trip. And then on top of that, we were able to do Typhoon Lagoon, as that incentive for your check-in day. So, we were able to do, a lot of stuff. Yeah, good point. There's the VIP pass holder days going on.
Does not expire until the end of this month, y'all. VIP pass holder days doesn't expire until the end of this month. So William will be able to get on. I'll get on the tail end of that anyway, but it absolutely does help. The VIP pass holder days is great. And sometimes even during the year, they'll go ahead and run those discounts for pass holders where there's like 30% off merch. That's a lot, y'all.
And then we added, I think it's a Monday through Thursday. There's certain restaurants Jillian mentioned saving 40% at. We ate at Tusker House. I mean, saving 40% at Tusker House, big money.
It's a lot.
40 helps a lot, Jonathan.
Yeah, it really does. It's good to see you, Lucy Grace.
Thanks for being here.
Just quickly, y'all, let me see if I can run through this day in Disney history. We kind of jumped into everything
we did
backwards tonight, but let me run through some of this quickly. There were some pretty significant this day in Disney history dates today. Not the least of which is in 1893, y'all. Roy Oliver Disney was born in Chicago, Illinois. The middle of 5 children, he, along with his younger brother Walt, started what is today the Walt Disney Company. Roy guided the business side of the Disney Company, leaving his brother Walt free to produce and create. Roy served as president of Walt Disney Productions from 1945 to 1968 and chairman of the board from 64 until his death in 71. A modest man, it was Roy's idea to change the name of the Florida park from simply Disney World to Walt Disney World after the death of his brother in 66. Married to Edna Francis in 1925, he was the father of Roy E. Disney. And today, of course, there's a statue of Roy Disney seated in the park bench beside Minnie Mouse at the Town Square section of Main Street, USA, Magic Kingdom theme park in Florida, and outside the Team Disney building at Disney's corporate headquarters in Burbank. So, y'all, if it weren't for Roy Disney, we would not have Walt Disney World, because after Walt passed, there was a lot of, that they were just kind of lost because Walt was, the rudder. Walt was head of the company, and they said, well, we can't do it now. And Roy said, oh no, we are absolutely going to do it. We're going ahead with it. And so he took the helm of the creation of Walt Disney World after they purchased all that land and got her done. So we are extremely grateful to him for sticking with that and bringing us Walt Disney World. we owe a lot to Roy Disney. 1904, singer, songwriter, jazz musician, actor, and comedian Phil Harris, the voice behind Disney's Thomas O'Malley, one of my favorite characters in the Aristocats, and Baloo the Bear in Jungle Book, was born in Linton, Linton, Indiana. He also voiced the character of Little John for Robin Hood, and then he came back again briefly to voice Baloo for the series Tailspin, which was really, really cool. Harris, he began his career in show business as a drummer in San Francisco before becoming the musical director for Jack Benny's radio show in 1936. That's pretty amazing. He passed away at the age of 91 in California in 1995. But so lots of Disney credits there. In 1956, this is pretty cool. Walt Disney appears on Ed Sullivan's 8th anniversary show. Walt, along with Ronald Reagan, Natalie Wood, Robert Walker, listen to this lineup, Lucille Ball, and Desi Arnaz sang Happy Anniversary in a tribute to Ed Sullivan. So that's pretty amazing. I would love to find a clip of that. We need to look for a clip of that. So many big names there. 1977, Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, starring Dean Jones and Dodd Knotts, is released. Love the Herbie films. The third in the series of Herbie films, Jones returns to the role as champion race car driver Jim Douglas, along with Knotts as the mechanic. Herbie, the love bug, takes part in the fictional Trans-France race from Paris, France to Monte Carlo, Monaco. So really, really cool 1977 film there. Skipping ahead to 1994, Disney's 32nd animated film, The Lion King, is generally released in U.S. theaters. So that's pretty cool. Amazing cast there too. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Matthew Broderick, James Earl Jones, Jeremy Irons, Rowan Atkinson, Jim Cummings, Nathan Lane. Wow, what a lineup of fantastic voice actors there. 1994, The Lion King. So, and I would say one of Disney's best animated films. I don't think there's any doubt that The Lion King is one of Disney's best animated films. In 2005, just a couple more. Paul Winchell, the voice of Tigger, passes away at age 82 in Moore Park, California. A versatile ventriloquist who became a fixture in early children's television, along with his puppet sidekicks Jerry Mahoney and Knucklehead Smith. And I had forgotten about that he was a ventriloquist. Winchell first became the lovable Tigger in 1968 for Disney's Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. He earned a Grammy in 1974 for Best Children's Recording with The Most Wonderful Things About Tiggers from the feature Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2. So, gosh, Paul Winchell. Wow. Voices of our childhood, right?
Yeah.
And last but not least, in 2006, the Disneyland Resort hosts a world premiere event for the new feature film Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest. The second installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean film series, Dead Man's Chest, will be released in the United States on July 7th. So there's a lot going on. Sometimes, just kind of depends on the day, but it seems like, it's either just a few things or a lot of big stuff. And tonight there was a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Y'all know Pirates is one of my favorites. I saw, which brings me back to another point. I saw at Caribbean Beach Resort in the gift shop, they had the honorary pirate pin. And I thought,
okay.
I have the honorary ghost, I believe.
Yeah. See, I don't have that one.
Yeah.
I looked for it. I think I might have missed it. I don't know if they still have it.
I thought to myself, I'll come back with Jillian and use her AP because I hadn't gotten an AP at that point and to get the discount.
Right.
And I forgot to go back. And so anyway, I'll have to go back and get it at some point.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. lineup just brought back a lot of. It was just all over the place with movies and Walt and Roy. There was a lot going on today in Disney history. Just we don't, I don't have an official slideshow for tonight, y'all, but we just kind of wanted, since we're halfway to Christmas, we just wanted to talk about a little bit about Walt Disney World and the things that we know are coming in 2025 for Christmas in the parks. Several years past, they have done some sort of even treats. They've even released a few Christmas treats for halfway to Christmas, just kind of as a fun thing to do, because they know there are crazy Christmas people out there who just can't wait to get started. And so they have there have been some nods, shall we say, to halfway to Christmas. I couldn't find a thing this year, so I don't know. I don't know. What happened, but anyway, they do usually have something. Some kind of a little nod to halfway to Christmas. They do halfway to Halloween too, normally. So. But I didn't say a thing. I asked in Ghost Host chat and several chats, and nobody had really seen anything. But we know it's coming. And of course, the big one, again, be sure to vote in our poll. Let's see. Let's check our poll. Oh, we have 23 votes in our poll, which is, what is your favorite thing about Walt Disney World at Christmas time? Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, holiday fireworks, decorations and ambiance, or food and merch. In the lead right now is decorations and ambiance with 61%. So 61% for that, followed by Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at 30%, and the fireworks and the food and merch stand at 4% each, with 23 votes. Thanks for voting in that poll, guys. That's the decorations. I'll have to say the decorations are pretty much my favorite thing too. I absolutely love to go in at Christmas. I always say the only thing better than Disney is Disney at Christmas time. So
yeah,
and it is so much fun. It really is. We are going to get to. Do you know what I put? Do you see what I put in the notes, William?
Let's see here.
Right under Disney Christmas, the first bullet point.
That's pretty good. Mom has Mickey's Not So Scary Christmas Party. That's funny.
Okay, so it's actually Mickey's Not So Scary Christmas Party. We have a new mantra for it's like Hallow Thankmas.
Yeah,
Mickey's Not So Scary Christmas Party. But if you buy those tickets and you pay those prices, it is kind of scary. So just
yeah.
I don't know if they always creep up, even if it's just $1 or $2. They always creep up. So we'll see how they do on those prices. But yikes! Most of the time when I go in, I'm just paying for me, and Jeff has gone in with me for the Halloween party as well. But if you're trying to go with a family of 4 or 5, it's an owie.
It gets pricey fast.
It is. It's a big one. So Jillian says Disneyland does better with Halloween decor. Prefer a Walt Disney World Christmas.
Yeah.
The Cars Land Christmas stick. Oh yeah, I tend to agree with you. Yeah. Ooh, Jillian, have you seen pricing on the Halloween tickets? And the Not So Scary Halloween party tickets. I take it you have.
Yeah.
Yikes. Oh. Ouch. I'm thinking that I will be there this year closer to closer, probably in November. So I'm thinking I'll probably do, hopefully, Tina and I will get to do Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party again this year. Hope we get to do that because we love to do that. People aren't paying it this year. Oh, okay. Well, nothing is sold out except Halloween Day. Of course, as we get closer, Jillian, people, I mean, as you get closer, people will start, thinking more about it and planning those trips. But yeah, wow. Okay, I'll have to, yeah. So what are we looking at, Jillian? What's the price range for Mickey's Not So Scary this year?
I think the night we were looking potentially going at was $199 a head. Just brutal.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh, y'all. They're serious about that, right? They're not stuttering when they tell you it's $199. So what's the price range, William? Is that the cheapest?
Let me bring up WWNT would have.
Yeah.
There we go.
So travel agent Jillian, so they've been out for a while now, and typically we see a few days already sold out, but not yet.
Here we go. So let's see. The high end of the price range has gone up $30 to $229. So if you're going on Halloween or the right there around Halloween or probably the first night, it's $229 a head. The low end is $119, which is the same as last year. We were looking.
That's a big swing.
Yeah.
That's a big 119,
Well, actually, I take that back. August 15th is $149. The 17th is $119. But yeah, it's the closer you get to Halloween, the day before Halloween, so Adam's birthday and Halloween, $229 a person. Brutal.
Ooh, owie. That
was painful.
That's just nuts. That's just nuts. But you said there was one that was 119. What was the lowest one you saw in August?
119. Let's see. Hold on. 119 is the low end, and 229 is the high end. That's absurd.
That's yeah.
Per Walt Disney World News today, all Halloween party dates were sold out by September 24th. This year, Disney has already confirmed entertainment offerings for the event, as well as an unveiled new look for Jack Skellington and Sally that will debut at the parties. As his head actually looks round instead of alien head Jack, which people are split on that. Mm-hmm. But anyway,
right. Yeah, true enough, Jonathan. Yeah, it's if you're an AP, you get $10 off.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an annual pass, you get $10 off. They give you that, that whopping $10, which won't even get Dean a turkey leg. Wow. Yeah. Oh boy. And same for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. AP's annual pass holders get $10 off. So yeah. I think they have too, Jillian. Maybe they're going to step it up. Jillian says she feels they've done a poor job of announcing everything for the party.
Usually Disney's pretty good about dropping news on Tuesdays. I don't know if they're just trying to help us out or what, but I'm guessing that maybe we'll get the some halfway to the holiday stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe so. I'm looking for it. I'm kind of looking, since tomorrow is actually the 25th. Kind of looking for it tomorrow. But we're looking at, Mickey's Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Sorry, y'all. I'm starting this year off confusing the two, and it's probably going to just jinx me for the whole season. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. You have they do have so many things though, y'all. I mean, at the Halloween party too. I usually try to go on, purposefully pick when Tina and I get our tickets. We purposefully try to go on a Tuesday night because Tuesdays are generally the cheapest, some of the cheapest tickets. And, check that calendar because and go through Jillian. She can do tickets for you, but check that calendar because so much of it depends on the night that you go. And as it gets closer to, to the actual date, Halloween or Christmas, it gets more expensive. That's just, how it is. So, but as for Christmas, we'll kind of pay attention tomorrow and see if we get anything for tomorrow on it. But I said, yeah. So somebody, if they don't do it tomorrow, somebody's dropped the Christmas ball,
right?
And it's glass, it's shattered. So, but for Mickey's very Merry Christmas party, they do it really is wonderful.
Yeah.
You've got the parade. Now the parade you can see for the Christmas party, you can see during the day, during regular park hours. So that's, which I think is wonderful for park goers during the day. You don't have to.
It's usually closer to Christmas though, right? That they do that.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. But you cannot see Boo to You.
Yeah.
During the daytime hours. You have to go to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party in order to see the Boo to You parade. So, that's a little bit of a difference there. The fireworks are fantastic.
Yeah.
The
minis.
Fireworks are minis.
We have a stream of that on the channel.
We do. The parade too. Several years, Tina and I have been to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas party a couple of years. You can find that on the live stream. And as I said, we're planning on going again, Tina, if we can make it. The treats, they have cookies. They have all different cookies at different locations. And then they have hot chocolate, eggnog, apple cider, and one more, something else. What did I leave out? There's another drink that they're those are the quote freebies. Those are the treats for the party, and they're available at different locations. The special character meet and greets are awesome. But I'll tell you that the character meet and greets, y'all know how much I love to meet characters, but it takes so much time to do that.
Yeah.
That a lot of times Tina just begged me to stay in line. We had gotten in line for the 7 dwarfs. All seven of them. It would have been an amazing shot to have. And I just wasn't willing to sacrifice that much time for the party. And we even got in line before the party started. So, but yeah, if you can get in those lines, the lines are short and you love the characters, by all means do that. But sometimes, you have to, at the parties, you have to decide how to budget your time. Do you want to ride? How much time do you want it? Because you have limited time. And the night goes really fast because they do have a lot going on. So, yeah, it was going to be. Oh, it's true, Tina. It was going to be over 2 hours, and bless your heart, you were willing to stand there with me if I wanted that picture. But we just, that's a lot of money. When you think about how much money that we would have been technically spending on a picture, it was like, okay, we're gonna get out. We'll just do this later or something.
Yeah.
But really gotta weigh it. And of course, you got this great ride overlays. And I'll tell you what, maybe an unpopular opinion here, but one of my favorite ride overlays for Christmas is Tomorrowland Speedway. Not the most popular ride in Magic Kingdom. I get that. But I'm telling you, that overlay for Christmas is so pretty. I absolutely love it. We have that also on the channel if you want to check that out from not last year, but 2023. There's a really funny, you want to see that overlay, really funny video of Tina and me riding Tomorrowland Speedway. It was really funny. Tons of fun. And I love the ride. That ride overlay is so cool. They make it so pretty. The merch, of course, they have, every year they have a pattern like this. I'm wearing my Christmas spirit jersey from, oh goodness, let's see. I guess this was 2021 or 2022. And I love this one because it has so many characters on it. It's got just a lot of, and I love the aqua, the aquas and the blues that they've used in with the Kelly green and the red. So they always have a pattern of, that kind of is the theme across all of their merchandise. And I hope I like this year's pattern. So we shall see about that. Yeah. But I usually get something. I usually get ears and or a spirit jersey or something. Then they have, they'll do at the party, the party, they'll do a party favor, usually get an ornament, pretty nice little metal ornament as a keepsake for the party. And of course they have those great, popcorn buckets and sippers. Yeah. And you can go, you can get as many. I'll tell you, the eggnog, oh my goodness. I hope they don't. The eggnog is just to die for. How many times did I go through? Do we go through the eggnog line like 3 times?
Funny.
And that there was the guy that was handing, the cast member that was handing out the eggnog got tickled at me. He said, "Oh, you like the eggnog?" It is so good. And I think they had like a peppermint cookie at that location. Okay. I think I like 30. Oh,
that's funny.
You can. It's like at Halloween, they don't care how much candy you get. And then at Christmas time, you can get as many cookies as you want. And they're really good. They're really good. But I think they had, at the eggnog place, they had a peppermint cookie, if I remember correctly. And the combination was fantastic. Jillian likes the cider. Yeah. And gosh, Pete got 30 plus cookies. People pull them out of there. I
have seen people, post pictures after the not so scary Halloween party, and the entire hotel bed is covered with candy because they got so much candy. And so I guess maybe Pete was that way with the cookies.
You're thinking, did you take a wheelbarrow in?
Right. I was like, how do you transport that bag? Did you have to leave and re-enter? My word.
Oh wow. Yeah. Have like an airlift to take one bag out or something. I don't know. Golly.
That's funny.
I do too, Jillian. I love the cookies. A
little bit of show and tell.
Here at the end. Yeah.
I wasn't able to gather up a ton of stuff. Big shout out to Jillian for gathering up some Christmas stuff. But quick show and tell. This is I think the first pair of ears that Jillian got. And they're just the sequined red and green, green ears with the red bow and the little holly, Mickey holly on the ear.
Yeah, that's what I have on too tonight.
Very cute. And then
that's my favorite, Jillian.
I think I bought this one for Jillian. It's the green. It's kind of that velvety look with the little palm in the middle, red bow, and then the little white cotton ball looking things off the ears.
Yeah.
And then we have the wreath, which actually I think Wyatt knocked off one of these silver, kind of pearl looking balls on one of the ears. But it's both the ears look like wreaths and have Mickey Holly, and in the middle there's a red bow with snowflakes.
Very pretty. I like that one.
And then finally, ear-wise, we got the gingerbread ears, which are very cute. The boy and girl gingerbread with the peppermint bow in the middle.
Yeah, now that was kind of a theme, all of those that kind of look like the theme from those various years.
And then we got this at the Disney store on clearance, I believe. There in Grapevine. It's a gingerbread hat. It says Disneyland Resort on the back. We got a couple.
Oh, I love that.
Very cute.
That I love that. Yeah.
And then finally, like I said, I couldn't gather a ton of stuff because a lot of our stuff was packed away. And I'm still trying. I could have grabbed my pins. I really should have grabbed the pins, but anyway, I just thought this was really cute, and it was still sitting out. But this is I think Wesley's Spider-Man plushie that we got off the Disney store. But I love his scarf because his scarf it looks like webbing on his scarf. I don't know who was who put this together, but they had their their good heads up there. They were thinking, love his little Spidey Santa hat.
Yeah, that is clever. Very clever.
Then, got the Donald Duck zipper. I believe. Let's see. I think he lights up. Maybe. Figure out where the guy is. Yeah, he lights up. Kind of hard to tell, but but his little Donald Duck zipper Christmas tree that lights up.
That is a cute one. I didn't get that one. I probably should have gotten that one.
There's different modes. He's kind of pulsating there. Figure out how to turn him off. There we go. But that one's fun. And then we've got the Sully and Mike one that you got for the boys with Santa Sully and Mike in the Santa sack. And this one's a ton of fun.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite popcorn buckets ever.
Yeah, it's neat. The Santa sack on Sully's back opens up.
Yeah, I love it.
For popcorn, super cool. And then last but definitely, certainly not least, and probably the most entertaining one in terms of y'all having to tote them around.
Tina, this will probably bring back
Nutcracker Mickey, which is what, like I think like 18 inches tall or something. Mm-hmm. It's a really good size popcorn bucket. Very, very cool.
One of the best ones they've done.
Nutcracker Mickey, but very, very cool.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, lots of fun Christmassy stuff, and then I got my dashing through the snow with Star Wars shirt on.
Yeah, with that.
And gingerbread scented.
Gingerbread. Gingerbread.
Jillian brought our Disneyland Christmas Disneyland pins are great.
Yeah. I have some good ones too. I just have a couple here. I wasn't able to grab too many, but this is a zipper. Jeff and Angela were good enough to pick up this zipper for me, and it's been, this was probably, I don't know if it says the year on it. I don't know if it says what year it is. This was an AP. It's an AP zipper. You can see it's got AP on it there, but really, really cute. Little zipper. Jeff and Angela picked that up for me. So again, thank you to them for that. That's a really cute one. Now this one doesn't light up or anything. I don't think it does. They've started making everything light up now. So it's cute. It's really cute. I love it. I set them out at Christmas. And then the other one, now this one is really, really good. And you guys probably remember this one. Let's see if I can find a little.
That was so cool.
It really is. And I totally love it. I'm looking for the little switch here because this one turns on. This one lights up. I can't find the switch. But this one is really, really cute, y'all. It has Buzz back there, the Pixar ball. It's a tree, with all the little toy blocks. Isn't that adorable? It really is. Where is I think I remember where the little button is, but I don't. Wow. It's not on the bottom. It's there somewhere. Anyway, the Pixar ball lights up.
Yeah, it's super
and I do love this one.
It's great.
It is. It's Mikey picked this one up for me in the parks. I think Mike and Russ picked that one up for me because I didn't make it that year to get it. So this is from probably 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah. 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 It seems like we're all having a little internet problem.
Yeah.
Yes, this is, yeah. Yeah, it really is. So we've got some good ones. I have really y'all, I got the Death Star popcorn bucket and the Jawa sipper, but I have really tried to be pickier because
Yeah.
with it's so expensive and you think, well,
Right.
what am I going to do with all these popcorn buckets? So
Right.
I try to be picky,
Yeah.
more picky about what I get, but. And then, of course, there's one right here, this Mickey, Elf Mickey, which
Hmm.
Tina and I got at last year's very Merry Christmas party. And Tina got they had a gingerbread house one, and I got the little Elf Mickey. So she got
Hmm.
one, and I got the other. And if you're interested, you can go back to see those, both of those, on our Instagram feed from last Christmas. We've got a lot of those. I've got all of them actually on our Instagram feed. But so yeah, it's just fun stuff. I'm anxious to see what they do this year. They always have some really cute stuff they do. So we'll see what they do this year. As far as decor, y'all, we always say, and this is something, William, that we didn't do until later on when we started to go into Disney more often. Oh, I think we're on what, y'all, number 4.
Probably.
Um, um, but for a no ticket, you can have a wonderful no ticket Disney day. The resorts, guys, are gorgeous, absolutely stunning at Christmas time. You can go and get treats, plan a lunch or a dinner. Um, and they're Christmas trees in the parks, but also at the resorts. Beach Club does that beautiful gingerbread chocolate carousel. We have a video on our channel of that. Um, Animal Kingdom Lodge and Wilderness Lodge are two of the most beautiful at Christmas time. They're amazing, amazing. Um, um, just decorations, and their trees are huge, just so pretty. And I'll have to say, I love all of the trees. I really do. But y'all, and I don't really know why, but how much I love, futuristic, and I love the contemporary resort. One of my favorite trees is the outside tree at the contemporary resort.
Yeah.
And
It's so pretty.
it just has those big lit balls on it,
Yeah.
and I just love it. I think it's simple, but I just absolutely love it. So that's one of my favorites. That's probably not one that a lot of people would pick as as one of their
Yeah.
favorites, but um, Animal Kingdom Lodge has the gingerbread animals. Oh, I know. I did a live stream, a couple of years ago or last year, maybe, and made their ginger giraffe.
Yeah.
Made my version of their ginger giraffe from Animal Kingdom Lodge. You can go back and look at that if you want. But we have a Christmas playlist, y'all. If y'all are interested, and we have some really cool Christmas videos on our channel from Hitchhiker chats that we've done, but also Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. We have uh, uh, Minnie's fireworks. Tony O'Tower, hey, welcome in. We have the fireworks. We have several live streams of the Christmas parade. Check all that out on our channel. It's all on our Christmas playlist, so y'all can look. Got some good stuff on there. Um, Epcot, of course, y'all, and I'm sure that they'll do all of this again. The candlelight processional is totally one of our favorites. Tina and I attended. Were lucky enough to be there, fortunate enough to be there when Gary Sinise was the narrator. Completely enjoyed that. Have a live stream on the channel from that. And one thing that I do love, that I hope, and Tina will mark this down on our list of things to do. the storytellers, the Santa Clauses at each country I think are so cool. I've seen other live streamers that go and listen to the various Santa Clauses in each of the pavilions, and the storytellers absolutely love that. So I would love to. Maybe we can do some of that. Tina, we'll put that on our list. But yeah, cheers to you as well, Tony, and Mary, halfway to Christmas for sure. But those are just some of the things that that I'm looking forward to, and I know that you guys are looking forward to. As soon as it's one of our favorite things to do. William and I cover the merch, and especially the treats when they drop the information
Tony
on that.
Tower.
Yeah, and we'll definitely do that for the Halloween and Christmas merch and treats. So as soon as we get something on that, we'll look and see. Tomorrow is officially it's the 25th. So we'll see if they may be waiting to drop it on the 25th on the day. So
yeah.
I enjoy making gingerbread cookies during the season. Absolutely, Tony, I do too. Christmas cookies are fun. I have a Christmas a rolled sugar cookies and icing recipe that I have in like a little book that I purchased with some gingerbread cookie cutters years and years and years ago, like forever ago. I have had them forever. But the recipe in that book for rolled sugar cookies and icing is so good. It's one of the best recipes. William, you love it. I know you love those. Tend to use royal icing to make Tower of Terror themed cookies. Well, what a great idea,
That's
Tony.
cool.
How do you do that? Do you have, what kind of cookie cutter do you use? Or do you like make blocks and then stack them up? Or how do you make that? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But those are some of the things that we're looking forward to. And I'm sure Jillian will be bringing all that to us as soon as she gets word on it, and we'll keep an eye on it too.
Let's see. I've been to, I guess, one Very Merry Christmas party in 2009, and then we went to the what was it, after hours party or whatever. It was a Christmas party, but it wasn't called a Mickey's Not So Scary or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Yeah, and so I think that's the 2 times I've been, maybe.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think when that would have been, William. I'm trying to think when that would have been.
To remember
what year did
Very Merriest After Hours was what it was called. It was 2022.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Very Merriest After Hours. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. We would enjoy going to Jollywood as well, Tony Tower. We've been kind of waiting for them to get it hammered out. They've changed some of the offerings. They've added character meet and greets after complaints of value and stuff, or they're not being wanting more things to do. And so, but we would also as they continue to kind of tinker with the offerings for Jollywood Nights, we would love to do Jollywood Nights at some point.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I know that several of our friends who are Disney YouTubers. I know Jennifer Caruso really loves Jollywood Nights, and I think Angela and Jeff really like it too. So we'll probably get to a point where we want to try that one. I totally love the concept of it, and the deciding what to wear kind of get dressed up and go for some sequins, I think. But Jollywood Knots is they encourage you to, to dress for the occasion. So figuring out how to be comfortable riding rides while wearing sequins is you think it would be a pretty tall task, and there are people who just do it beautifully, and you think, oh, okay, well, yeah,
it's 2021. I said 2022. Very Merriest After Hours was 2021.
Okay. Well, maybe it was that. Okay. Was that because they didn't have the full-blown party that year?
Maybe? I guess so.
Is that what they did?
That was they subbed that in that year.
Tony said he would dress as the Tower of Terror wearing an ugly sweater.
That's great.
That would be great.
Really neat.
Great. Let's see how our poll is doing. Okay, we have 26 votes. Decor and ambiance are still in the lead for what is your favorite thing about Walt Disney World at Christmas time.
Yeah, the Christmas party's been gaining steam, though.
That's true. It is at 35%. Holiday, fireworks, and food and merch are both tied at 4%. So, but yeah, so 26 more votes. Thanks for voting.
All righty. Do you want to go ahead and jump into open some packs of Lorcana?
Let's do that. All
right. I'll kick it off. I have a pack here with Vanellope Von Sweets on it from Shimmering Skies. Still opening the pack that are some of the boxes that Mom had gotten for me.
Okay. Go for it.
It was interesting. I picked up this pack, and I had a good feeling about it. We'll see whether or not that amounts to anything. But last week, whenever I got this pack out of the box, we ended up not doing an unboxing last week. But I had a good feeling about it. So I don't know whether or not that'll amount to anything. But I don't know if it felt like it weighed a little more or something. But anyway, Healing Touch, Grandpappy, and a little Anna there. White Rabbit, Royal Herald, Night Howler Rage, Zootopia. Next up, Evil Comes Prepared. You got Scar and Simba, adult Simba there, common card. Next is Hey Hey Protective Rooster. Hey Hey's hilarious. He's so funny. Ever As Before, Beauty and the Beast. First uncommon card is Monstro with Pinocchio.
Wow, you're getting some good ones. That Ever As Before is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Next up, Invited to the Ball. I'm getting a lot of song and action cards in this pack here. So Invited to the Ball, Cinderella. Next up is Stitch, Team Underdog. Looks like they're playing tug of war here. I'm sure there's other cards that go along with this one. Love to see who's playing tug of war with. Tug of war. Well, I answered my question. There's Tinkerbell. I wonder who else is involved in tug of war. So
my goodness!
Back to back there, we got Stitch and Tink playing tug of war.
Okay, have we ever gotten tug of war cards?
I don't think so. This is in Shimmering Skies.
How cool!
All right, so next card is another rare Vanellope Von Sweets random.
Okay.
Random roster racer. And
okay,
the final card
thanks for being in.
is Hey Hey, or no, I said Hey Hey. Alan Adale from Robin.
Appreciate you being in.
I saw the rooster, thought it was Hey Hey off the bat, but Alan Adale they got to respect Alan Adale from Robin Hood.
Definitely.
But I guess it threw me for the loop. I felt. I did get some really cool cards in this pack. A lot of cards that I've never opened before, but still on the hunt for an enchanted. I've never opened an enchanted card. Mom still got the one up on me there. She's opened, Robin Hood, which is really cool. But so two rares and an uncommon foil. So let's see what you get there.
Okay, so 2 rares and an uncommon foil. So we'll see. We'll see. Nice cards. Are they in Canada? Yes, they are, Robert, I believe.
Yeah, Jonathan. Jonathan is also in Canada,
collects. Yeah,
and he
Jonathan
protects
collects.
or he
Yeah, the
has some cards.
back-to-back was Tug. Oh, yeah, the back-to-back Tug was a winner.
Yeah,
Jonathan
that's super
says he
cool.
liked the back-to-back Tug. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Have a
So
good one,
this hanger has Yzma, which I totally love because she's so great.
Yeah.
What man? Every time I see Yzma on a card or whatever, it makes me want to go watch Emperor's New Groove again because it's so funny. So funny. All right, let's see. Oh, if I can get into this pack. Here we go. Let's see what the blister pack inside actually has on it. Oh, it's Yzma again. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's see. This is an Azurite Sea pack. So let's see. See what we get here in this bunch. Okay, so we got Heathcliff,
Big Hero 6.
There, Big Hero 6.
Butler.
And then we got Sisu. That's a pretty one.
That is really pretty. That's a great card.
Sisu,
we've watched Raya and the Last Dragon a couple of times recently, and we really enjoy that movie.
I don't think Raya and the Last Dragon gets enough love.
Yeah,
I love, and the little lady that voices Sisu does such an amazing job.
Awkwafina, yeah.
Awkwafina, she really does such a beautiful job. There's a Boo.
Yeah.
A really cute one. Cute one there with Abu. And then Mr. Litwack.
Cool. Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. Funny. That is a cute one. And then in the steel, we have Twin Fire.
Nice.
The Lost Boys. That's a neat one. And still in the comments section, we have Jumbo Pops.
Nice. That's neat.
That's funny. Of course, that's from Zootopia. Yeah, like a Jumbo Pop. Jumbo Pop. And we have David.
Oh,
Surfer. First uncommon. That's a neat one. And then another uncommon, we have a Longboat.
Cool.
Okay, so what is that, guys? What is that? Would that be? What is that from? It's an uncommon. And then we have another uncommon.
Treasure
Jim
Planet.
Hawkins. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
We have Jim Hawkins. That is an uncommon.
Neat.
So let's see what else we got here. We have a rare
Pooh pirate ship. Look at that.
Ship. How fun is
cute.
that?
Oh, that's so cute.
I love that Pooh pirate ship. That's I totally any of the Poohs, but that's combining two of your favorites, William. Here. And then I got a legendary.
That's super rare.
Is that a super rare?
Bend to my will. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I still won because I see the next one coming up.
Oh no.
So this is a super rare. Bend to my will.
Ooh,
look at that. Wow. Ooh, that's a neat card, y'all. And I got, oh my gosh. Ta-da.
Oh, sweet. Look at that.
I got a legendary foil.
Legendary Baymax. That is really cool.
Wow.
What a great card.
Wow. A legendary Baymax. That is all. That is something. I'm really proud of that, y'all.
Yeah, that's a good looking card.
A legendary Baymax.
Safe to say,
legendary. Yeah.
I think Mom won that. So
I think I won that
one. Right. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, so
You got some really good stuff.
Yeah, so I had, let's see. So I had, what did I have there? Had
a rare, super rare, and legendary.
Rare.
So that is a quality pack.
Yep, that was a big one. That was a good one. And legendary foil. All
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, what was that? Was that Arcasia's Island that you opened?
It is. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No,
So
no, it's
that.
Azurite Sea. It's
Oh,
Azurite
Azurite
Sea,
Sea.
actually.
Okay.
And there's the
Yeah. So that
puzzle.
came out November last year. Arcasia's Island came out March of this year. Then Reign of Jafar came out early June. So that's the newest set out. Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool. Look at that.
there's
That's
a
neat.
puzzle piece. Y'all, I have got to check my puzzle pieces because I
Yeah.
probably have something that I could put together.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a neat. I love that whole pack right from the start with the Yzma,
Yeah,
with
that's
the Yzma
great.
on the cover. I loved it.
And then set 9, which will come later this year, showcases Mickey and Minnie. And it's kind of a classic characters seem to be featured, and they're going to have a Goofy movie featured in this set too. So obviously, that's incredibly exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Now, Jonathan feels like he should get more points for that back-to-back.
That was cool.
Tug pull.
That was pretty cool. Just need to, because I just finished asking who else is pulling.
Right.
Who else is pulling in the tug of war. So pretty neat.
I need to look that up and see, what characters.
I like when they do art that connects to, multiple cards that, connect. Is always neat. They did that with the 7 dwarfs in a previous set. So pretty cool. A little bit of Disney news here before we start to wrap things up. Mom said this earlier in the show, but Big Thunder Mountain, per Walt Disney World News today, crews are getting ready to test one of the roller coaster trains of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Magic Kingdom after replacing the ride's track. The train is still visible from the Walt Disney World Railroad, now with clearance envelopes attached to one of its cars. I think that's what I was talking about. Crews are working on strapping the envelopes to the seats on the first car behind the train engine. So there you go. There are multiple discount offers for vacation stays. Reach out to Jillian. Her information's in the description.
Absolutely.
She can help you out with that and help you save some money. There's some really good deals for Disney Plus subscribers also. So it's not just annual pass holders getting a big discount. But reach out to Jillian if you need any help booking a trip. She'd be glad to help you. Disney World, Disneyland, wherever. Let's see. There's a 3-day, 3-park ticket to Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom. So no Magic Kingdom, but so Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Animal Kingdom. 3-day, 3-park ticket, starting at $89 per day. Hey, what do you know? Under 100.
Not a bad, not a bad. So that's
total
$267.
Yeah,
for 3-park days. So that's a kind of a new offering. That they've made. So if you're interested,
it's available from April 6th to September 22nd. So if you're looking to save a little bit of cash, don't mind not going to Magic Kingdom, there's got an option for you. Tickets must be used within 5 days of the selected start date. So 267 plus tax total price for that. So that's nice.
Not a bad offering. And Jeff has bought that 4-day 4-park ticket. Before for his and it's a good deal.
Yeah. Let's see. Welcome in, Christian Sanchez. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Christian.
Julio, welcome in.
Hi.
Let's see. There's a revision to the annual pass reservation system starting July 20th. All annual pass holders will need a reservation to enter Magic Kingdom, regardless of the time of the day, due to the debut of Disney's Starlight Dream the Night Away parade. You can still park hop, but if the park is at capacity, you may not get back in for the parade. So they're anticipating lots of folks wanting to come to Magic Kingdom to see this nighttime parade, obviously.
Which means, William, that we need to make our park reservations pretty quick and decide what we're going to be doing, because we definitely want to get in for that.
For sure. There are new episodes on Disney Plus for Phineas and Ferb. I've not watched them yet, but I've heard they're good. So looking forward to watching them. Fan. And also Phineas and Ferb are meeting at Epcot as well for Cool December. And also to promote the show. So hope to see them. Hopefully they'll keep them out for a while.
That's definitely on my list.
Prioritize that for sure.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb, definitely.
And the exhibit area for Magic Kingdom's Hall of Presidents is open, and there are red, white, and blue banners on the exterior of the building. Maybe they'll open Hall of Presidents in time for July the 4th. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
hope so.
Experiment 626 Stitch Day. So June 26th, 626 is coming up on Thursday. So I'm sure there'll be all sorts of craziness on Disney's social media accounts for that, especially since the Lilo and Stitch live action movie came out recently. So
yes,
I think I've already seen like their profile pictures, like Stitch eating the logo or something. And so anyway, they've already done some work with Stitch. Let's see, little bit of news from last week. Walt Disney World confirmed the return of performance times of Disney's Celebrate America 4th of July concert in the sky, Magic Kingdom, which is stunning.
It's coming up.
I love watching Resort TV1 stream that fireworks show.
I toyed with the idea of going for the 4th this year, just to live, do the live streams for either Epcot or Magic Kingdom, and I didn't do it because we're going to be there at the end of the month. But the Patriotic will be the 3rd and the 4th this year for and of course Resort TV1. Josh and Jenna always do a beautiful job live streaming those. So tune in for those. Usually they are at both parks. They get Epcot and Magic Kingdom patriotic fireworks displays. So I look forward to those all year. I think they're so pretty. The Magic Kingdom has such wonderful patriotic music, beautiful selections for all that, and they usually have. And for the 4th of July parade, guys, they even have fireworks coming from the sides. I mean, they're it's not just ahead of you. They're
it's all over
from the sides. It's amazing.
Christian Sanchez had asked about any update for the Main Street Electrical Parade. No, but Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away will debut July 20th, and it'll be at 9:00 p.m. and 11:00 p.m. So
2 showings.
Two showings.
Just like it used
I love that they're doing that.
Magic.
We always enjoyed. We'd hang around for the second offering. That way, let folks file out after the first one, and we could keep riding during the first one. Keep riding rides, and everybody else is watching the parade. Keep riding rides. Let them leave, and then continue hitting rides, and then check out the parade. So get a spot for the parade.
It's a good strategy.
Yeah,
that's our jam.
Yeah. And again, big news for our channel. We're gonna have Mr. Tom Nabby, a Disney legend, on July the 8th. So very much looking forward to interviewing him, hearing about his experiences and memories working for Walt Disney. So very excited about that. Thanks so much to our channel members. Thanks to our ghost host for keeping the chat family friendly. Thanks to our team replay, those that watch after it's already after the stream's already posted. If you do watch on team replay, leave us a comment. Let us know so we can thank you for watching. We try to do a pretty good job of jotting everybody's name down to acknowledge people that watch, while we're live. But if you watch on the replay, let us know so we can thank you for being here. Roll call real quick. Julio says, let's see here. Roll call for tonight. Thank you to Angela and Aunt Susan. Thank you to Mandy Adams, BDF, Dawn, the Hitchhiking Bones, who's also on screen, Julio, Jonathan Chung, Brian Eisenhart, Jason Thibodeau, Team McNeil, Jillian Bone, Hatbox Ghost, Jane and Travels, Najuma Brown, Dean the Turkey Lexter, Robert Sprite, Lucy Grace 56, Tony O'Tower, newer name to our chat. Thank you, Tony, for being here. Obviously, a big haunted man or big
Tony
Tower of Terror fan.
live streams before. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
He's been in,
Right.
in my live streams to the park
Yeah.
before. So we
So
appreciate
thanks for
you.
being here, Tony. Good to see you hanging out with us on Hitchhiker Chat, and Christian Sanchez. So thanks to everybody for being here. We appreciate you. There's a lot of ways you can spend your time on a Tuesday night, and we really, really enjoy hanging out with y'all, talking about all things Disney. So thank you for being here.
Most definitely. I think there was a question about, was there a question in the chat there about Disneyland?
I think so. Maybe traveling for like July 17th, I think it was the date. But no, I don't, me and Jillian and the boys, and her parents are, planning to go in December to Disneyland, but no other plans, especially not with the annual pass that we just got to Disney World. No other plans to take a trip to a Disneyland other than December. Unfortunately, we do love Disneyland, but since I got a Disney World annual pass, I feel like we got to try to get the most out of it possible.
As much as you can.
Right. Check out the liveplace.com.
I will likely be there in November. We've got our August trip coming up, and then Jillian will be there also in August around the 22nd. And then
she'll be there in July.
She'll be there in, I said August. She'll be there in July, and then
we'll be there in August.
And then I'll be there again in November, and then you'll be at Disneyland in December. So we've got quite a lot.
Lots of Disney days ahead. Very excited. Countdown's not too long, thankfully.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, check out the liveplace.com. Big shout out to Dean for maintaining that site. It's basically a TV guide listing for family-friendly live streams. Check out Dean's YouTube channels, The Live Place and Dreamers Empire, if you haven't already. TubeBuddy, if you're a YouTube creator and you want to grow your channel, check out TubeBuddy. It's a great tool for tracking viewing trends, suggested keywords for titles and tags. It helps you track channel data that is very useful to you in growing your channel. Basic version's free. If you have under 1,000 subs, it's discounted. Use our link. We both get a credit for a free month. If you use our link in the description below. Also, check out Stickermule. People have asked us about our buttons, stickers, magnets, pins, etc. If you're interested in any of that stuff, any sort of good quality, low cost promotional items, check out Stickermule. We got our link in the description below. Check us out. Use that link. We both get a $10 credit for a future order. We're gonna wrap it up here. We go live every Tuesday night, 9:00 p.m. Central, 10:00 Eastern. So be sure to join us live or watch on the replay. Like, subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't already, so you know when we go live. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and X. You can email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com or send us a direct message on Instagram, and we'd be glad to talk to you. Anything else, Mom?
Just again, wanted to plug Tom Nabby's book on tomnabby.com. You can go there if you'd like to order that, and we will be having Tom Nabby here on Hitchhiker Chat on July the 8th. We're extremely excited about it, and really hope that you guys can join us that night. It's going to be really, really cool to talk with a Disney legend, somebody who was hired by Walt Disney himself, and had an amazing career, following that. So
there's a lot of folks that work for the company, and relatively very small number are considered official Disney legends.
Yes. He is the last working member too of something that they call Club 55, which was in order to be a member of Club 55, you had to have a paycheck signed by Walt in 1955, which was the year that Disneyland opened. So he was the last working member of Club 55. Also has a window on Main Street. Wow, we're really excited so to have Tom. So he has graciously consented. July the 8th, y'all. July the 8th, we'll be letting you know and advertising that, so you don't forget. Just a last look here, guys. 28 votes. Let's see, our last of the night here on what is your favorite thing about Walt Disney World, which is our, if you haven't voted, go, you've got a few more minutes to vote in our poll. We're at, let's see, Mickey's. Okay, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party gained a little bit, 39%, just behind decorations and ambiance in the parks at 54%. So, and then holiday fireworks and food merch, we're still at 4%. But so definitely the decorations, you know, are so pretty, and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party in that. So if you voted in that, thanks for taking part. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah,
and happy halfway to Christmas, everybody. May we be the first to wish you a very Merry Christmas for 2025, and you a happy birthday, William.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. All right. Anything else?
Oh gosh, I can't think of anything else. I don't have anything else laying here. So thanks so much for joining us, y'all. We appreciate y'all so much.
Absolutely.
For being here every night and spending a little time with us, especially if you're on Team Replay. Lisa, Keith, and Joey, captains of our Team Replay. We appreciate you guys so much, and be back with us next. Be back with us next week. I don't know what we're going to do next week. I'll have to think about it.
We can probably talk about what we did at Disney on our previous trips. We talked about what we did at Epic, but maybe talk about some of the highlights of what we did.
You can go back. Yeah, I did. Remember you.
Oh, that's right. I missed a week. Yeah, I missed a week.
Yeah, but if you want to, talk about yours, by all means, we can. We can do that, and then maybe then we have to discuss for this upcoming trip. This could be kind of a special trip, William, because we'll be able to go just the two of us. It's kind of worked out that way. So we're gonna really be particular about what we do on this trip. We'll bring you some live streams, and I'm so looking forward to it, hon.
Me too.
Spending some time in the parks. It's going to be tons of fun. I keep hoping that, I know Dad's got to work. It's not working out really for him to come. I would love for him to be there, but it looks like it's just going to be me and you, kid.
Okay. All righty.
So, thanks again, y'all. We appreciate you. Have a fantastic week and a very Merry Christmas.
Thanks, y'all. Have a great week. See you next week.
Yeah. At the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there is always room for one more. So please hurry back. Thanks so much, y'all. We appreciate you.
Bye, y'all.
And we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish